Today's topic is host-parasite relationship. The relationship between host and the parasite is host-parasite relationship. So, here we can indicate large organisms helps for the growth of or survival of small organisms. Here the large organism is the host and the small organism is the parasite. Parasite depends on the host for their food material, and host provides environment to live for the parasite. So this parasite and the host are the symbionts, means both are living together. So the process is known as symbiosis. So host and parasite are known as symbionts. So as they live together, this process of living together is symbiosis. This symbiosis may be commensalism, mutualism or parasitism. Commensalism means for example, we can say the microflora of cecum of mammals. So here the microorganisms break complex nutrients in the mammals. Here the mammals provides food and shelter to that of microorganisms. So both are following the commensalism. And here some of them in this commensalism are saprophytes but not parasites. Some are saprophytes but not parasites. Here if they are parasites, the parasites gets benefit from the host, but as it gets benefits, it again causes disease in the host. So we call this as parasites. So the nature of living together such type of parasite and host is known as parasitism. So parasite is of two types, ectoparasite or endoparasite. Ectoparasite lives on the surface of the host. Endoparasite lives within the host. So host is again of four types. What are the four types of host? Final host, intermediate host, transfer host and reservoir host. Final host is the host where parasite sexually matures and reproduces in the host. Intermediate host has some stages of development in it, but it's not a final host or initial host. Transfer host is carrying the organism to the final host. It transfers the organism to the final host, so it is called as a transfer host. What is meant by reservoir host? Reservoir host, this can also infect humans. It acts like a carrier. Coming to the few terminologies like infection, pathogen and pathogenicity. Infection means parasite grows and multiplies in the host to have infection. Means if the parasite grows and multiplies in the host will get infected. Okay, such type of process is known as infection. This infection affects normal functions of the organisms and causes infectious diseases. Next, coming to the pathogen. Pathogen is an infectious agent that produces diseases. Pathogen can also be called as infectious agent. What is meant by pathogenicity? The ability of this pathogenic organism to cause disease is known as pathogenicity. Infectious organism enters a latent stage. Infectious organism enters a latent stage at a certain period of time. At this latent stage, there are no symptoms seen and this is not infectious to the host. So what is meant by latency? Latency may be two types, intermittent or quiescent. In intermittent latency, the host is initially infected but symptoms subside. Virus remains in the body but in the inactive form, cyclically activated after weeks or years. Means intermittently it affects the host. Quiescent latency means it enters into the organism but when it activates, no one can know. It activates after years. Either it may activate or it may be in the form of inactive form. Okay, so it is called as quiescent latency. Coming to the factors affecting host-parasite relationship. The first factor is number of microorganisms infecting the host. So if the number of microorganisms increases, the host-parasite relationship will become strong. Okay. So degree of pathogenicity of the organisms. If the pathogenicity degree increases, means if the pathogenic nature of the organisms increases, the host parasite relationship is also increasing. Host defenses or degree of resistance. If the host gets more defense against this parasite, the relationship will get affected. Virulence is the degree or intensity of the pathogenicity. This virulence is determined by three characteristics of the pathogens. First one is invasiveness, second one is infectivity, and third one is pathogenic potentiality. Invasiveness is nothing but the ability of the organisms to spread to the adjacent tissues. Means the virulence has three characteristics. In that, first one is invasiveness. Invasiveness is nothing but the ability of the organism to spread to the adjacent tissues. This also we can call it as a virulent nature. And infectivity is one of the characters of virulence. This is nothing but the ability of the organism to establish a focal point of infection. To establish a focal point of infection means infectivity. This is one of the character of virulence. And the third character is pathogenic potential. Here, pathogenic potential, the potential of the pathogen, means the degree that pathogen cause the disease, is also one of the character of the virulence. So, this is about virulence and the host parasite relationship.